Hey guys, what's going on, man? Hey, I'm sitting here in South Beloit at the Flying J. I wanted to talk about dealing with slow times and the sitting during those slow times. Sitting in general, but this is mostly touching on when it's been slow industry-wide as it is right now. Coming into this industry, if you've never been in it before, if you're new to it, and you're leaving the security of a 40-hour-a-week job or however many hours you had, this is the tough thing to deal with. The sitting can just drive you absolutely batshit. When we have slow times like we're going through right now, obviously there's more sitting. And then you start hearing more grumblings from other drivers. So that starts planting seeds in your head when you're hearing other drivers talk about things. You know, their theory that it's this, it's that, you know. Or you see somebody else that's driving pretty good, and that starts putting a seed in your head as far as, man, they're running, why ain't I running? The biggest key to dealing with the downtime is budgeting your money. Now, if you just came out here and you get right out the gate dealing with the slow period, you know, you haven't had time to get no money together. So hopefully you had yourself, you know, prepared for that when you came out. If not, you know, you just got to do what you got to do to get through it, man. I mean, you got to deal with your fleet owner, or if you're your own boss, you know, you got to find the money somewhere. There's no magical answer. There's no direction to give you besides to, as I said, be prepared before you come out, or be prepared for the slow times if you've had some time under your belt to earn some money and put some money to the side. If your money's tight, don't go and throw all your money to all the bill that's due right away. Look at your bills, see what can be put off a little bit, and keep some of that money to the side. I've made that mistake in the past as far as, you know, I got bills due, so I'm like, man, I got enough money to pay all these bills, and then that leaves me with like $100 or something. And then if I sit, now I'm eating into that $100 because I'm sitting. Now the weekend's coming, I know I'm not going to get paid till Monday. Now I'm going out, and when I get my trip, I'm doing credit at the pump so that my money doesn't come out of my account for a few days later. You know, there's all kinds of little tricks that I was doing to kind of keep the cycle of money coming because I didn't budget my money well. Take each run, put a little bit of money to the side, and as I said, if you've got bills that can be put off, put those ones off, man. You're not going to lose your house, you're not going to lose your car, you're not going to get your electric or gas or whatever shut off if it's just a little bit late. Obviously, you know, anything that's credit related, you want to take care of that stuff first. Anything else that's not going to, you know, be shut off, you know, deal with that last. But always keep some money until you get another check. You know, once you do another run or you get another week's worth of work in, then you go ahead and you pay something. Then when you get another run, then you go ahead and pay something else. You'll eventually catch up if you budget your money right. You just don't want to be sitting broke as shit, worrying about some bills, because now you forgot about this bill or you forgot about this other bill, and you're like, damn, I wish I would have paid that one before I paid the other one. So budgeting is key. For me, I've got experience under my belt as far as to know that I know that even though we're dealing with slow times and I'm doing some sitting, I know that at the end of the year, each year, my miles have always been right around the same at the end of every year. And I've had years, you know, each year I've dealt with times that I've sat for 4 days, 5 days, even up to a week before without a load. That's happened. It's going to happen again. And it's just, you just got to deal with it. You just got to have that comfort in knowing that it's going to work itself out. Again, as I said, if you don't have the experience to lean on, again, that's the toughest thing, man. If you enjoy this job and you know this is what you want to do, you're going to get through it. It's tough. It's going to suck ass. You know, you're going to be miserable at times, possibly in the fetal position crying a couple times, but you're going to do it. I mean, you should know when you get out here, if you don't have any experience and you're just getting out here, you should know if this is for you or not pretty quick. If you have doubts, chances are you probably shouldn't be out here if things are struggling. If things are struggling and you don't like this and you don't think this is exactly what you want to do, then yeah, you probably might start want to think about other avenues of work. Me, I mean, I knew right off the rip, and I know not everybody's going to be that way, but I just believe that you'll know whether this job is for you or not. I just honestly feel that you'll know that as long as you're able to just really be honest with yourself. When I first came out here, I went through all the same negative thoughts. I used to think, man, my dispatch is passing me over. Man, my dispatch can do more to get me a load. Am I ever going to get another run? Is this the end of the industry? Did I make a mistake coming into this industry now? I wish I would have found it earlier. Because when you first come out here, you're going to hear everybody talk about how good the industry used to be. Man, it used to be this, it used to be that. Everybody does it. There's still money to be made out here, but until you get that experience and that comfort with your dispatch, it's going to be tough. Right now, we're currently going through a slow spell, I feel. The end of January, beginning of February. Any of you drivers that are out there, any of you watching this that are driving currently, I mean, let me know. Do you think it's been slow, or do you feel like it's just been business as usual? And if you do think it's slow, do you feel like this is the same time it happens every year? Because me personally, I don't pay much attention to when it happens so much, besides the key times, of course, during certain holidays. I just know that it happens regardless of when it is. I just know that we have down times, we have slow times. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to the majority of them. It just happens. So I've just come to accept that it's going to happen, and I'm ready for it when it does. I just have learned to budget my money, make sure I've got money sitting there for when it happens. I've got backup plans that if, say, I need to borrow money, I know where I can go to borrow the money as far as lending places. So these are all things you'll figure out how to work, to make it work for you to get through the tough times. Because as I said, I'm out here with a ton of bills, a family to take care of, a lot of issues at home, and I'm still getting through it, man. So any of you that are single or have very few bills, if you know this is what you want to do, you're going to get through it, man. You're gonna be okay. As bad as it may seem, you're going to be all right. All right, guys, I just wanted to shoot the shit about that for a few minutes, just kind of on my mind. And I'm going to get off here, and I'll probably grab me some sleep and shit, and hopefully get some loads going on tomorrow. You guys all be good, be safe, and I'll see you in the next video, man.